everybody. Melo is very relaxed this morning. Good morning. It is, what time is it? It is currently 9:40 a.m. for me as I'm doing this. Don't mind my plain background. I'm getting this place together slowly but surely. It takes time, okay? And I'm gonna get straight to the point. We are going to be doing some feels today. And I got woken up this morning to a name being yelled in my ear. And I was told, get up now and do your video now. Cause like, I've been trying to like relax, get some rest in between the moving and working. And they're like, nah, get up now. So I'm up, all right? But this is a very bad mind reading. So I'm just going to do a quick little cleansing before we start. Whoa, okay, I'm getting one right away. That's separate from about to say. Okay, so I'm being told to say this first. Somebody, you tried to publicly embarrass someone, and how you tried to do that was inviting every single one of your friends and family that you've lied to, let's be clear, about this individual to come and watch them or to go to their event or something like that. And you're pissed now because they ended up embarrassing you publicly in front of all the people that you sent to embarrass them. Sucks. Sorry, yeah, I don't know if you realize I have zero tolerance for bad mind, okay? You wanna make something difficult for somebody, you wanna freak somebody's life up, all right, I feel no ways for when that comes back to box you and every single one of those people that helped you in the mouth. No ways. Okay? We're gonna let that keep going back there. Smells so good. Okay. Palo Santo's my favorite though. All right, guys. So we're going to get right into these feels. Okay. Ooh, I got a new little journal for my feels that I get to write in, y'all. Isn't it so cute? It's like leather and like the pages, I can't really show you them because the pages, they're like natural paper, I guess. It has like leaves and nature and stuff like literally embedded in it, like little leaves and stuff. It's really cool. I got it from Kensington. That's my spot. I love Kensington. Okay, let me sign in here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear it, copyright, but I'm listening to Chill Day's lo-fi mix. I love lo-fi beats. They are the best for me during my meditations too, which I usually do in the morning. Okay, so I'm already getting winded, which means that this one's gonna be a struggle to get out, or that this is, when I say this is going to make somebody hyperventilate. Sorry, my hair's not working with me today. It's gonna make somebody hyperventilate, or it's gonna make somebody nervous. Hyperventilate. Or anxieties. Okay, so I used to suffer really, really bad from anxiety. I still do to a certain degree, but I would have a hard time breathing. Somebody, okay, so let me give you a quick story time. I'm being told to say a quick story time. So I used to live with this individual, right? And I was aware that this person was not on the light, and neither was their mother, okay? That they used to dibble and dabble in a lot of dark magic. And they were in my environment, and I hated it because we constantly couldn't stand each other because my spirit don't bang with your type of spirit. And you knew that. She knew that. I knew that. The male in the house was too stupid to realize that. I shouldn't say too stupid. Let me fix my words. They were not enlightened enough spiritually to catch it or pick up on it. Okay? And this one particular day, I had come home early and I knew that they had been playing in my environment because I was shown, hence why I came home early. And she did exactly what I thought she was gonna do, which is attempt to distract me while the other cleared out the space. And when I also found things being burnt in the kitchen of where I was living in over the stove, I knew exactly what it was. And again, she tried to cover it up and brush it up like it was nothing. It was so funny to watch her squirm. Because dark knows you can see them, because they can see you constantly. All right? Remember I told you that. Dark spirits that are not of the light, the opposite of mellow, know when you can see them because they can see you constantly. They're so fixated on you that they're like, you must be able to see me, right? Am I still putting my story? Okay, yeah. So I also don't know why I'm being told to tell the story, but one particular day or night, right? So I used to talk to this person, I'm getting sidetracked. I used to talk to this person because I was trying to get to know them, be more comfortable with them. I used to tell them things I was going through, like my anxiety, what I went through, everything like that. And then her and her mother would try to play on it, right? Like I didn't know. And again, I tell you guys, I know things and I will not say anything. I'll just handle that, okay? Now, I remember one particular day, her knowing about my anxiety, and one particular night, she ended up having an anxiety attack herself because this individual tried to attack me and my anxiety. So it flipped on, it went right back to her. I keep telling you guys, you send bad mind things to certain people and they're of the good, it's gonna come and slap you and your whole unit up. Your whole unit, okay? Not one person can be left untouched, unscathed, nothing. Not one person, every single one down to the baby, the 6-month-old or however old, because you did that, okay? And you wrongfully attacked an individual. Down to your muma, your great, everybody's gonna get dressed up. Everybody getting dressed up, okay? Off the strength of you, okay? But yeah, I remember her having an anxiety attack and it was so funny to me because I knew exactly why it happened. And so did she. So the next best thing she had to do to save herself and her life and her neck and her mother's neck, you're right, was to get me to go. Smart. Because you were gonna get done up every single time. And I'm being told you're still getting done up even without me being there. Whew. Okay. That was a direct feel, y'all. That was a direct. Okay. I'm moving. Okay, I'm gonna move forward now. Okay, wait. Okay. This is gonna be a rude episode. I can feel it. Let me just clear up one more time. By the way, guys, when people see Sage or Palo Santo and stuff like that, they're like, oh my God, she's a witch. She's doing witchcraft. Do you know how many of your pastors use this? I'll leave that there. Saging is just a cleansing element, especially when you move into somewhere new or in your space, there's a lot of negative things happen. You can just sage to cleanse. Okay? Just clear out your space, clear out that negative energy. It's very simple. The kind of house and the religion that I grew up in, they would be like, what? But my very same pastor whose church I used to attend, like, anyway. Okay? Pastor Sage, and they talk crap about it, okay? Okay. So yeah. I'm not doing spell work. I don't bang with that at all. Like, I've been told there's good and bad. I don't bang with it at all, okay? I don't believe in trying to control people or their lives. What's wrong with you? Okay, let's begin. So, as you guys know, I never say names on this platform, on this here Raw Talk platform. And the reason why I don't do that is because I believe people respect their privacy and everything else. However, I got woken up to this name being yelled in my ear and I was told right now, drop the video right now. And the only reason why it's okay to say the name is because it's not this person's actual government name. It's not their govy, okay? It's just something they go by or whatever. And it's so odd because the name sounds so familiar to me, but I can't quite pinpoint it yet, okay? Sorry, I just saw a synchronicity. Synchronicity. I say synchronicity and synchronicity. I say it both ways. I don't really know. Just not cooperating today. I should have done that. Whatever. Okay. So, let's begin. The name that I woke up to. So I was asleep and I got woken up to a name, Sherry. It was loud like that. Sherry. Okay. And it was over and over again. Okay. I'm also, okay. I don't know why I'm hearing it like that. I'm also hearing someone say the name like Sherry. Sherry. Okay. They're saying it like that too. I'm Jamaican, so I would just say Sherry. I'm Canadian born too, so maybe someone from Jamaica would say it differently, but 111. Okay, I'm on a definite right track this morning. Okay, so yeah, someone's saying Sherry. That's how they're saying the person's name, okay? Or someone says it like that. You know how like Trini people or like Coolie, sorry, I'm working on saying that word. You know how like Trini people, the way they talk, they like sing? I think it sounds so cool. They're constantly singing. That's how they talk. It's like a constant rhythm all the time, okay? That's what I'm getting. Somebody who talks like that is saying their name like that. I'm probably butchering it because I can't do the accent, but they're like, y'all heard me say it. I'm not repeating myself, okay? Anyways, the feel that I got from it, I wrote it down too, is that stalking, family stalking and friends are stalking, and it's attached to this name, Sherry, okay? And what I was told to say to this individual is fix up. This is your final fatal. It's fatalic, okay? This is your final fatalic warning. That is all. And I wrote here, say this feel first. That's what I was told. You're gonna say this feel first. Okay, you're gonna make it clear first. And then I'm gonna go along with the rest of the feels that I got. I'm also getting this person wants to fight. This person wants to physically fight someone, or they've been fighting someone. Why does this name sound so familiar to me? Yes. Okay, I just heard yes. So yes, it is familiar to me. But how is it familiar to me? Where do I know this name from? They're not telling me. See, okay. I don't know. It's like itching. It's like I know. It's like my memory is like being blocked. Like I know who middle school. Middle school? I just heard middle school. Sherry. Whatever. Okay. So we. Oh. I'm freaking crying right now. Okay. Whoa. Ew. Okay. I'm not gonna get into too much detail of that. If this is who I think it is that I'm picking up on, you either watch me or something, because I would never think of you a million at all. Wow. Is this the same person? It can't be. Shaped like a pea? Whoa. If this is correct, which I'm feeling like it's correct. That's wild. How you doing, mama? Hope all is well. Okay, but I heard your name and was told to say fix up, final fatal warning. That is all. And stalking friends and family. Okay? Okay, I'm also being told, it may not even be for the same individual. It's just, keep going here. I'm also being told that somebody is friends, stalking friends and family, stalking friends and family, stalking friends and family. Okay, somebody who is named Sherry. It could be a different Sherry. That's just reminded of middle school. I went to Sir John A. McDonald. But also known as Sir Jam. Corny. The Jaguars, if I remember. Whoa, all this is coming back so quick. It's flooding me right now. Sorry guys, every time I snap, it's a here, and it needs to slow down. I need you to slow down. That's way too fast. Way too fast. For me to catch on. I'm not that good. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. Why am I feeling so much negative energy around this name? Around this group? I've been saying a group in my feels for a while too. I also just got two other names, but I'm gonna say them. I'm gonna say just their initials. So there's another S, and there is what? Okay. You and friends S and J. I just got two different names I haven't heard in a minute. S and J. Why am I getting all these names right now? Now. It is 2023. Why am I getting all these names right now? Okay, I'm not going to state those other individuals' names, but S and J. Okay. S. Okay, I'm being told to say S and then say this field. So S is the first letter of this individual's name. And now I'm being told to say this next field. Okay, so the next field that I wrote down, y'all, the way things happen for me trip me out sometimes, okay? You guys are kind of seeing the process. This is tripping me the frig out right now, okay? I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm tripping right now, okay? Okay, so S, I know the name that I'm hearing. I haven't seen this person in years. But I did see you pop up on my IG though. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I saw you pop up. I saw you and Jay pop up on my IG actually. And I blocked Jay and removed that because we were never friends like that. I didn't understand. And then you, okay, let me see what my feel was. I'm done. I am done. This can't be. All right, I'm gonna just. Okay, so I'm gonna say S and then I'm gonna read the field. And it says somebody's brother is a police officer. And if I remember, my bro also knows these people. Oh, that wasn't very smart. This group is not very, this is not very smart. Okay, anyway, S is all I'm gonna say for the person's name. And it says I wrote down somebody's brother's a police officer. They are friends with this individual. And they wrongly set up someone, and I put in brackets that someone is a male. They wrongfully set this person up with the help of their brother that is a cop that could have made a wrongful arrest, or that is just a cop in general, to help this friend out. And I put, their brother is now going to suffer for the rest of their God-given life. Ooh, that's rude. That's strong. And the sister too. And the friend that had them do this has a much deeper demise coming their way. I also put here, okay, so I'm being told to tell this story first. Okay, so let's pause. All right, so when I was in middle school, right, this girl and I, we didn't really hang out, but I can't remember how it happened, but for some reason her mom used to babysit kids, and my mom needed someone to watch me after school because she wasn't gonna be quite home at the time. And I think my brother was like, I don't know what he was doing. He was like working at this time or whatever. Anyway, I used to go to her house after middle school. I can't remember her mother's name, but thank you, just got it. Okay. And I remember every single brother's name too, just got it too. 111. I'm on the right track. This is tripping me out. This is a little too close to home. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be telling these stories, and it's either direct, or it's going to help somebody figure something out, or it is going to be something that something similar happened to some of y'all that are watching me you can relate to. That's how I'm getting it. So I'm just gonna keep flowing because it's so strong. I'm telling y'all, this thing woke me up. Okay. Yeah, so her mom used to babysit me, and yeah, winded. This is gonna shock people. What I'm about to say is shocking people. It's gonna shock the out of people. This particular episode that I knew, or that they knew, or that, I don't know. I'm not quite getting how it's gonna shock, but I could just feel it in my chest. Someone's like they're panicking, okay? Anyways, yeah, their mom used to babysit me, and I never saw anything like physical or abuse when I was there, because if I did, I wouldn't have been there. But I always felt like the house was off. Sorry, hair on my lip. Thank you. It always felt like the house was off to me. Remember I told you guys my abilities were much more heightened when I was younger. It just always felt off in that house. Not bad, but just off. Like secrets. Like every family has secrets, but like this stuff was just odd. Off. Way off in that house. Something was wrong there. Okay? Anyway, again, I never saw any abuse or anything. So I was like chilling, even though I felt off. Okay. I'm also being told, side segment, people are complaining, okay, people are complaining about something tire. Like, for example, right now I'm just in a bandeau and jeans. Yeah, I'm home. I'm a nudist in real life. Y'all lucky I have sense enough to actually care enough to be like, you shouldn't be naked on screen. Okay, I'm a nudist. Okay, that was a side note. I don't know why I felt the need for that. Okay, so one particular day we go to school and we're at school, and she comes and she tells me, that her mom is abusing her. And I'm like, wait, what? Because for me, it's like, how? Like, I'm there all the time. Like, how's that possible? And I shouldn't say all the time, but like, I'm there. So how is that possible? And she I remember her turning on the waterworks, which is dangerous, by the way. Any woman, because I've grown up around one before, any woman that could just turn on her waterworks at any time is a dangerous individual to be around, okay? You never know when they're telling you the truth. You never know. They will do you wrong, and they'll just come into your room and start crying, and while they apologize, because they think that if they cry, it's gonna make you believe them. I used to believe that. I don't believe that anymore. I go off what I feel. You're full of it, okay? And I will actually cry, and they think I'm crying because I'm happy. No, I'm crying because I know you're full of it. And it's that sad to me, okay? But somebody, you deal with someone like that. Okay, anyway, this person like cried on the spot, on cue. They were like, you know, my mom is abusing me, and my brothers, they're helping, and they don't let me go anywhere, let me do anything, and so on and so forth. And I remember feeling so bad for this girl, like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm young, like, oh my God, it's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, right? And she's like, you know, like, I'm gonna tell the school, like, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna tell someone. And I'm like, yeah, like, go ahead. And then she's like, but you know, can you back me up? And I'm like, well, you know, I'll go with you, like, I'll support you. Like, if this is happening to you, it's not cool, right? So we go in the office, and I remember her going in first and talking with them, and then they came and they wanted to speak with, and then they came, and wanted to speak, and I basically let them know that, like, just long story short, what she said is what she said, okay? Don't want to get into too much detail with that. So fast forward now, right? I now, because I'm a kid, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not thinking about the fact that I gotta go back to this house now after school solo, right? I'm not thinking about the fact that, like, they're gonna report this to the family, and the family's gonna freak out, blah, blah. So I get to the house and everybody's on a level right away. Like, brothers are coming at me, the mom is coming at me. All I gotta say is they're lucky my mom and my brother weren't there. Friggin' lucky for how they were coming at me. And they're lucky I never showed my bro, because my bro used to kick it with one of your bros, and you know that. All right? Anyways, I remember, like, them coming at me and being like, why would you say that? Why would you believe her? When have you ever seen us touch her? Blah, blah. The brothers are all upset. The mom's all upset and emotional and stressed. Blah, blah. I watch kids and everything like that. And like hindsight now, I get it, because she used to watch kids, and that could have been really bad for her business. And I get that. But your child told me you were hitting her, and I'm going to support that. Okay? Again, I was young. I didn't go through the motions of knowing how kids can be manipulative, and at the end of the day, I feel this girl was always very prime at a young age. Her and her friend group were prime, which is why I didn't really par with them. I remember when my mom told me I was gonna stay with them, I was like, why? I was not happy about it, because I know this girl was prime. Her whole friend group was prime. And I was not a prime ting. The kind of bro I had, prime is a box, okay? Anyway, I remember that happening, and I went home and I told my mom, like, later on what happened, and long story short, I didn't end up going back there, okay? My mom was like, that's unacceptable, right? Okay. Why did I have to tell that story? This story is also S, by the way, y'all. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. S is the one that did that to me and put me in that position at a young age in middle school. Okay, I don't know why I had to tell that story, but I remember saying that I had to tell the story and then I had to do the next feel. So I'm gonna see what the next feel is. So that was the story. The next feel now was, the next feel I wrote is, a family is trying to get revenge on someone, but All right, so my next feel is, a family is trying to get revenge on someone but didn't know who they were really messing with, and now every single one of them is getting dressed up neatly and they just can't even believe it's happening. So I don't know if that is like a feel that's tied to that story from back then, or if that's happening right now, but I'm assuming it's happening right now because I got the feels this morning. But I will never forget that girl putting me in that position. Because you know what I think about too in the long run? If you really were being abused, Why did they allow me to go to your house afterward, but put you somewhere safe that day? And if you were really being abused, why did you end up going back home shortly after? And, oh, sorry, I thought I had a pimple. This one's already healing. And why did you lie to me to the point that I would be lying to the police for you? Or social service? I can't remember if it was police or social services. For you? With you? Why? Like, I always wanted to ask this person why. But it's okay, because I'm already been shown that one day I'm going to run into you. And I'm gonna get to ask you myself. Yeah. Okay, I'm also being told to address something. Okay, so recently on my page, and this happens often. I think this is like the third time this has happened. But someone always comes onto my page, and again, disclaimer, I have nothing against tarot readers. I think y'all are kind of sick. The ones that are of the light, at least. I think you guys are kind of cool. I'm also wondering if that's like kind of what I do without cards. I don't really know yet. I haven't figured it out. I just know I call them feels. I'm still learning. I'm still doing my spiritual. I do 111. Jesus. Okay. I'm still doing my educating myself spiritually, slowly but surely. My studies and stuff. But yeah, just a disclaimer. But I've had 3 people that are tarot readers or that act like they're tarot readers, and they either message me on any of my platforms, my Raw Talk or my regular, or they DM me and they say to me, I have a message for you. I've had this happen a few times over the past 2 years now, okay? And a couple months ago, I got another one that came on my page, and I just liked it. And I'm being told to make it very clear, Melo has never had a tarot reading done on her in my life or for me, okay? When I was younger, this flea market, I can't remember what it was called. It used to be a slick flea market. I miss that flea market, man. But there used to be this really big flea market. I think it was in Brampton. I can't remember if it was Brampton or Borderline Saga, but it's a big flea market, and they had everything, okay? My bro used to go there for his jewelry. My mom used to go there for her stuff. My dad used to go there I used to go for the music. Like, we used to always go there, okay? And I think it's closed now. Yeah, because there was a guy there who used to sell sick track pants and stuff like that, and now he's like in the mall. My brother was showing me. Because when I came back home to Brampton, like, everything looked weird to me. Like, nothing was the same. It really, really threw me off. Like, even driving around sometimes, I had to start busting GPS because, like, you know when you're a kid and you make certain, like, what's the word? I can't even get the word out. You use certain objects to pinpoint things. Like, that sign will be there so you know, okay, you have to make a left. Like, stuff. All that stuff was gone. Or it was shifted or painted or something. So I really was like, what's happening on this one side of my head? Anyways, I was really tripping because I was so confused. Imagine busting GPS in your own hometown. That's a problem. Now I'm like beast, but when I first got back home, Anyway, sidetracked. Yes, the flea market used to be sick and everything. Why was I talking about this flea market? What was I saying, y'all? I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked and I can't remember. Well, if it comes back to me, it comes back to me. Maybe I was just supposed to say that for somebody. I can't remember. I can't remember. Okay. Okay, I'm moving on to these next set of fields where I'm at 30 minutes. Okay, it's probably gonna be an hour, guys. I'm gonna try to keep it in that time frame. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my next set of feels. Okay. It's odd because for these feels now, I don't really feel to cleanse, but I'm gonna cleanse anyway. After dropping those couple of first feels. Because I feel like those first couple of feels were very bad mine. Those individuals are very bad mine. At least I know the one from middle school was very bad mine. I remember that. I will never forget that, yo. And you know what I mean? It makes me realize like why the system is so freaked up sometimes in helping people who are really going through it. Because people like you, S, will sit there and lie and do stuff like that. And I'm getting aware. I'm getting that you did that just so you could be around a man. That's so sad. You put me through that and everything just so you could get out your house to be around a man. A friend is setting you up, or they set you up, or they're crying to you that something happened to them. They're telling you that somebody's threatening them, and they didn't even blow on this person. They don't even have a way to contact this person. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm getting somebody lied to someone so that they would all work together and try to hurt this individual or team up against this individual. And the person that told you is like, remember how I told you this person cried on cue? They probably cried on cue, told you this person was attacking them or threatening them. This is what I'm getting, or something like that, right? And all y'all were like, yo, what? And you guys started to like, who's person think she is? Or who does this guy think she is? And you guys all banded together to help this person. And you didn't know that you guys were all doing something over a lie. And now everybody's getting frigged up, and they're wondering why they're getting frigged up. And you're getting frigged up because you wrongfully went after someone. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You wrongfully went after somebody. Oh, okay. That is what I was saying. At the flea market, whoa, you guys. That came right back while I was saying that statement. You guys catch that? Okay. At the flea market, there used to be a lady there who used to do tarot readings. She used to have like a little curtain in a corner. And every time I walk by her, I'd feel so drawn to this lady. Like I wanted to go in there so bad. It's almost like I understood what she did and like I wanted to learn. And my mom would always, we don't do that. Come here. And I'm like, okay. But I always was so drawn to her. Anyways, that's what I meant when I said, that's what I was saying. I've had a few people call my page. And even though I will like anybody that comments on my page, whether you guys feel like this is fake or rude or whatever, I will always like your comment, even if it's negative. Why? It helps the algorithm, in case you didn't know. 2, showing you love regardless, because for some reason you are sending some hate and you need some love in your life. So here's a like and a heart from Melo, okay? But I never actually contact any of these individuals for a reading. I don't need to. And okay, I'm not saying I'm so good that I don't need to know things, or I'm so good. No, because I've actually learned that in the spiritual community, they work as a unit too. Like just because you got gifts and I got gifts doesn't mean you know it all and I know it all. We can work together. You can enlighten me just like I can enlighten you. You want a reading? I can do that for you. You know? So I'm not saying it's because like I know everything or nothing. Not at all. I don't even know this stuff. It gets given to me in case you guys haven't picked up on it yet. But yeah, I never have gotten a reading before. I've never done it before. I think about it. I do. I think about going and getting them sometimes, but I'm not, again, fighting through those childhood barriers of how my mom in my head being like, no, you know, like, don't you ever, like, yeah, I guess I'm still fighting through that mental block. Okay. But, I don't know why I'm doing this. Somebody does this a lot. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I've never gotten a reading before. And it's so funny too, because the last one that I got, that face looked very familiar. And in fact, it looked like a younger sibling that I'm used to know of someone. And you're a fake. I know that you're not a real tarot reader. And careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but I liked it and I moved on. And I will always continue to like them, the negative comments, and move on. Only the positive comments do I actually really like speak to or relate to. And even then, like, if it's a bad mind behind a positive comment, I don't even bother. Like, send you love, keep it moving. Okay? So, okay, somebody, you're gonna have to learn to take the hits people are gonna give you and send them love and just keep it moving. It took me a couple years to learn that. Just show them love and keep it moving. Go ahead. All right? Okay. moving on now. So, okay, so one particular night, right, I came home from work, okay? And it was late this particular day. And, yeah, my schedule's always like, anyway, it was late this particular day. And when I got home, first, I saw a rabbit bouncing past. Now, you guys know from the summertime that I was seeing rabbits like crazy, to the point where I was like, y'all, I think I'm gonna breed. I think I'm gonna get pregnant because, even though it wasn't having sex, I think I'm gonna get pregnant because I keep seeing rabbits, okay? So I'm just gonna read, I was told to look up the symbolism of a rabbit. So the symbolism of a rabbit is fertility, luck, and creativity. Rabbits also symbolize compassion and intuition. Boom. The rabbit is a popular symbol in many cultures around the world, often associated with springtime and new beginnings. These happy critters are a reminder that life is full of possibility. I felt that. Okay. Yeah, so I see this rabbit, right? And I'm in my car pulling up into like my parking lot, right? So I see this rabbit. And I'm like, oh, like a little hop-a-lots. Sir Hops-a-lot. So cute, right? Love rabbits. My first pet ever was a rabbit. Anyway, my only pet. Anyway, after seeing Sir Hops-a-lot hop by, I'm like, aw. And then I keep driving, right? And I look to my right, like something tells me to look to my right. And I'm like, thought I saw something. And I turn my head, and coming right behind the garbages is a coyote. I don't play that. So I'm in the car and I'm like, So I'm looking at coyotes looking back at me. And I'm like, and it's just like from the side, right? Just on all fours. And I'm like in the car like, so it goes back onto the road because I started driving up. So it goes to the road. So I'm like, okay, maybe this thing isn't really like looking at me. Like maybe I can just run inside my building, right? So I drive up and like I'm watching as I'm driving up, right? Okay, so hold on. Okay, so let me make sure I get it right. Okay, so as I'm like driving forward, right? Driving like this, I'm watching it, and I drive forward. Sorry, my pants never fit. I'm driving forward, and it's walking right beside me like this. So if I'm driving, this is the coyote. It's like, sorry guys, I broke my nails really hard when I was moving. It's like this, and it looks at me. So I put the car in reverse, and I reverse back, and I get back past the garbage can, and it's there. So this thing is just like following me in my car. Right? I don't play that. Okay? I know it probably looks like a dog treat. See? Right there. Bone. I know this looks like a doggy treat. I'm not boning, okay? You're not yamming me today. You are not yamming me today. Okay? So I'm like, okay. It's really late. Can't call anybody to come help. I don't want to wake anybody up. Like, I'm really thoughtful that way people sleep. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do here, right? Okay. So I'm like, all right, let me try something else. So I try to like go around a few cars and come back, and boop, there's the brother right there. Two of them. There was two coyotes. So let me ask you all a question. You getting out the car? Late at night, nobody outside, coyotes. They look well hungry. You know, you look like a doggy treat. You getting out the car? Are you getting out the car? Are you getting out the car? You're not getting out the car. Okay, so I decided not to get out the car. Okay? And I drove my butt right back to work because luckily in the kind of job that I work, we have like extra rooms and stuff, so bless. And I went and took one of them beds and curled up and went the hell to sleep. Okay? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 444. Absolutely not. I know what's up, okay? I didn't get out that car. And I remember getting back to work and I was telling my boss about it and they were like, what? And I think I even called my boss. Yeah, I called my boss. That was the only person I could call. I called my boss and I was like, listen, like I need to come back and sleep there because I knew they'd be awake. I was like, I need to come back and sleep there because there's a whole wolf. I think it's almost a wolf at the time outside my house. And I can't get out the car. And he was like, yeah, come back. It's not safe. So I'm like, okay, cool. Also, if there's two of them, that means there could be a squaddy. Like, I don't even know, like, the whole crew could be there. I have no idea. Or pack or whatever they're in. Anyway, after I calmed down and everything, I decided to look up the meaning of a coyote. Because maybe it wasn't supposed to scare me. It was just showing me something. Because that's how my life be set up all the time. Sometimes I'm just getting told things, right? Okay. That's why it was in my eye. Sometimes my hair gets in my eyes. Okay, so the meaning of a coyote is this. The coyote spirit animal represents survival, adaptability, tenacity, resourcefulness, and cleverness. If you feel down or like you are over your head, isn't it in over your head? Anyways, let me read it how they put it. If you feel down or like you're over your head, the coyote guide Sorry, I just got something from that. But sorry, if you feel down or like you're over your head, the coyote spirit guide can show you how to get back on your feet. Coyote energy is all about tapping into who you really are. Sorry, that hit me in for a different reason. But if you are seeing any of those, that is what they mean. Figuring out who you really are. I get that. The spiritual journey has been like hell and high water, but also like the biggest blessing and like really feeling like I'm loving myself. Because I'm being true to who I am now. I'm not afraid what people think about me anymore. I am who I am. I do what I do and I've always done it. And I don't give a damn to hide it for people anymore just because they're scared, because they don't understand. I don't care anymore. I'm me. I'm mellow. I do feels. It is what it is. If it scares you, don't watch. You're an adult. Click off. You're an adult. Click off. If you mentally or emotionally are not there, if you're still very three-dimensional, if you're still just not quite up there, you're not going to understand and you will be scared. And I promise you, if you're scared and you try to do something, it's not going to end well for you. And again, I tell people all the time, when people do bad things to people that are minding their own business, that person don't have to lift a finger. You're going to get done up. It's simple. Okay? I feel like I'm talking so direct today from my own life experiences, but like it's gonna mean something to someone else. I don't know why it has to be so direct. I usually have feels that are not this direct for me, but this today is direct. Woo! Woo! I got my little tea over there brewing, waiting for me. Okay. I put here, you are starting to see synchronicities, just like MELO. Oh, you're seeing your numbers too. 101, 222, 222. I share them on Twitter like nightly, even though I've been slacking on that lately. But I put, don't be freaked out. You are good, you are sane, because it may feel like you're going nuts at first. I know, you're sane, don't worry about it, okay? And then at the same time as I was getting the synchronicities, I was told to say the song Computer Love. You know that song? Computer Love. It's the only way I could do that. I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, yeah, you guys know that song? I think it's called by Zapp and Roger or something like that, or Zapp, whatever. Hold on. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be computer love, or somebody likes that song, or somebody fell in love with somebody through the computer. I always found that odd. Like online dating, I find it really odd. But I mean, it works out for some people. It really does. But yeah, computer love. Somebody fell in love with somebody through a screen. So through I'm seeing a cell phone. Somebody also, when they're on their own, they put this on the big screen. You know how you can transfer it over? I do it all the time. I don't watch TV. I use a Chromecast. TV for what? I'm gonna control what I watch. You're not gonna control what I watch, even though they still, you know. Anyway, to the best of my ability. Yeah, someone, they like, when they're on their own, they like put it on the big screen and just like watch, and they fell in love, computer love, thank you. They fell in love with somebody through the screen. That is kind of cute, kind of weird. Yeah, like, you see that? I felt kind of weird. Okay. I feel like I'd be looking mad crazy to you guys on a regular basis. Okay, next. Sorry, I keep looking up so I can see the time. Okay, I have dancing. I don't know why I always do this for dancing. This is not how I dance. But anyway, dancing. And somebody wants to take you out dancing because you loved it. Oh, I loved it. I can't remember if I did this feel or not already. I can't tell if this is a new feel or old feel. Anyway, someone wants to take you out dancing because you loved it, or because they love it, or they love dancing with you, or something like that. Anyways, this time in particular, though, this person is craving this person is craving our particular slow dance. Those 3 words, a particular slow dance with you. And I wrote here, they want to make you feel during that dance. They want to make you feel what they can't express in words. Heavy. That's heavy. I was told to say it like that. That's heavy. 222. And I put beer water droplets. Okay. I'm gonna just leave that. I don't even know what to get from that. Okay, that's just how I wrote it out. Okay, so somebody is not, okay, so someone's probably not good with expressing their words, but they're okay, someone's not good at talking, but their love language is touching, caressing, feeling, hugging, kissing, dancing. Yeah, that's that person's love language. Okay, I asked a model question before, if you guys remember, which is what is your love language? Okay, that is this person's love language. Okay, it is not words. You ask them a question, they're gonna sit silent like a duppy, and it's probably gonna piss you off or irritate you, but it's because they're going to show it to you in a different way. But if you don't know that, you're not gonna be open to it. You might even be thrown off. Okay, but they're not trying. Okay, I'm getting a girl who's trying to talk to a guy and he's like not talking, but yet he's trying to be like sensual with her, and she's like, oh, like, why you can't talk but you want to touch me? And it's like, he's not, it's because he's not good with words. He's trying to express his feelings to you, and this could be vice versa, but he's trying to express his feelings to you in a sensual way because he doesn't know how to verbalize it. He was never raised to verbalize. If he verbalized, it was a you're a punk, or fix up, or I'll give you something to cry for us. Yeah. Okay. So now this person is trained to not really speak emotion, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So don't be completely thrown. Now, I'm not saying give up the goods, y'all. That's not what Mel said. That's not what Melo just said. All right. Like, don't even try it. Don't even try it. Okay. I would never tell you that. Okay. I'm not saying to just give it the goods. I'm just saying that they may, if they are caressing your leg, if you feel comfortable, okay, or they are like wanting to sit really close to you. That's their way of letting you know, like, yes, I'm here, or yes, I feel what you're saying, but they're not actually going to say that out loud. Okay? They're just not. They don't know how. Okay, I'm getting that. Okay. I'm getting that there's man that does not know how to communicate his feelings and emotions, and that there's a woman who knows how to read emotions. And that's why it's gonna work, because most would just get irritated or play games or do things to make this individual, this male, act out so that they could tell, because they don't know how to just pick up on the person's emotions. But this particular woman knows how to pick up on emotions, so that guy doesn't have to do all that. Okay? Or vice versa. Making sure this is in here. Okay, today's February 6th. I'm telling you guys, I just got woken up. So I'm literally doing this today, February 6th. But this feel I got is from February 4th, okay? And it was a quick flash. It was this couple. They were doing a video. I couldn't see either of their faces, and their voices were like blurred out. 555. Tripping me out right now. This is tripping me out right now. This video today is tripping me out right now. It's been tripping me out since I woke up. Okay. This couple is doing this video that I saw a quick flash of them doing this video together. They're doing a video, they're doing a recording, and they are a couple, I can tell. And I literally put these 4 bulletin points, and this is the order that the video goes, okay? I put, the girl's gonna say, first I brushed him. She's gonna explain her story about how she brushed him first, right? And then he's then gonna explain his story, and I put it as, then I slapped that and brushed her right back, okay? That's gonna be his explanation. So she brushed, and he was like, all right, and brush back, okay? And then after it, it's gonna be, then we both just grew up about the situation, and they're laughing. They're like laughing now, okay? They're both like, yeah, we just had to grow up. And then they're laughing about the situation now. But now we're here, okay? That was like the gist of their whole episode that I could see, okay? I'm waiting to find this video. Like, I feel like I'm gonna see it pop up somewhere. I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'm waiting to actually see it, because I saw it. Like, I saw the video. So I'm waiting till I actually see it, because I get confirmations all the time, guys. Like, I'll do these feels, and not even like 2-3 days later, I'll see it, get a confirmation or something. Someone pops up, something, okay? I'll be chilling and someone will just say a name and I'm like, wait, what? I haven't heard that name in so long. And it's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'm waiting to see this video, but that's what it is. It's a couple, it's this video, and she's gonna say, I brushed him first and tell her story, and then he's gonna be like, yeah, I slapped that back and brushed her back. And at the end, they're both gonna be laughing and being like, yeah, but we knew what it was, so we had to just grow up, and they're laughing about it, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna tell a quick story time real quick. I'm being told to say this story time and then say these last 2 feels after this. Okay, so quick story time. So I used to date this guy, okay? It was very brief. It's when I was working at a restaurant. Right? I was working at a restaurant and I dated this guy very briefly. And it's kind of funny because, you know, like before you date someone, sometimes you know you're not supposed to, but you feel like they're so cute, you go for it anyway. One of those, right? Yo, I didn't even take it in. This thing is still burning. It's not going out. It's cleansing like a mother right now. Cleanse it up, cleanse it up. Anyway. Yeah, you know when you're not supposed to date someone, but you just feel like they're so cute, or you feel like everything aligns, or you feel like everybody's telling you like, yo, this is a good guy, you should go for it, okay? So anyway, I dated this guy when I was working at a restaurant. It was very brief. And I remember it got to the point where like, I don't want to say that, but it got to the point where like me and my brethren at the time, I was dating one brother and she was dating the other, and it became like a shack up thing. Like I would constantly be at the house in my boyfriend's room and she would constantly be in the other room with the brother, which was her boyfriend. And it was just, now that I look about it, it was just like, what is a hotel? Like, it was really odd. But at the time, it just felt fun. It felt cool. It felt convenient. Convenient. He was convenient. Ooh. If you are watching this, I'm so sorry, because that sounds rude. You really are a good person. And I know it sounds really rude. I'm not trying to say rude. But at the end of the day, facts are facts, and Mel talks the truth. I talk raw. And you were convenient. My house wasn't straight. I hated my environment. I hated going home. Home was far. It was out of Brampton. I was tired of driving out the city every time and then driving back in to go to work. If I wasn't at my brethren's house, I was at his house, okay? Anyway, hold on. I'm checking to see which part of it, because there was a lot of stories with that relationship. I'm checking to see which one I'm saying. Okay, so we'll call this guy T. So, one particular day, I think we had just had a night, big people, okay? We had just had a night, and I woke up the next morning, and I literally, okay, so this is before I was back in tune with, like, my abilities again. So when this happened, it really shook me, because it had been a long time. I had my abilities when I was young. There's a whole video about how it all started at the age of 5. Okay, I did it with my mom. You guys can find it. One-on-one. Holy frig, today's killing me. Today's freaking me out in a good way. So I had my abilities when I was young. And then when I started hanging out with particular groups of people that were very low vibrational, and when I started like smoking dangerous amounts of herb, like I wasn't even trying to take care of myself, okay? I wasn't even eating. I was just billing constantly to just numb. Like, I didn't want to think about my home. I didn't want to think about my pain. I didn't want to think about anything. I was just constant. As it went out, next one was coming. Next one. Like, I lived off of that, okay? I know it sounds terrible, but I don't hide my dirt from y'all. I give it to you so you can learn from it. You want to judge me on it? Go suck ya. Because it doesn't matter to me. It's up to you what you want to do with it. I already dealt with it. I lived it. You can't make it salty for me. But yeah. We just had a night, and I get up the next morning, and this is why it trips me out, because that's what I was saying. When I was hanging out with all those low vibrational people, my feels stopped. My abilities paused. It's almost like they were blocked, okay? I was not getting them really at all. And then how it all came back is I had a near-death experience. So I don't want to say it like that, but I almost died one day in a really bad car accident. Actually, the only way I realized I was alive is when I woke up, because I thought I had already died. Sorry. Every time I think about it, I want to cry. I still work through it a lot. That day was really traumatic for me. But it's not the point of this. The point is that I almost died, and I remember when I came to, when I woke back up in a completely demolished car in the middle of the highway, to a woman at my side talking to 911 for me. Sorry, I need a second. It was like the scariest day of my life. I saw my life end, you know? And I wasn't gonna get to hug my grandma or like tell anybody I loved them or anything. I was just gonna be gone. And that really changed life and my perspective for me. And it's crazy because after that accident, I knew I was getting out of this dead-end relationship. I knew I was getting away from this fuckboy and his family. I knew that I was gonna change my life because I almost died, and I was gonna die living a life that I hated. And I wasn't living, and I was gonna die like that. And you know what's happened, the only person I could call was that fuckboy. Because I had allowed myself to be controlled and cut from everybody. You know how low that feels? When the first person you call is the one fucking with you instead of your loved ones. Sorry, y'all. That day is really hard for me whenever I think about it. I still do counseling and like everything for it. But my whole point, because I feel like I'm getting so emotional and sidetracked. My whole point of that is that after that near-death experience, my abilities came back. And that was like years after like leaving this person that I'm now telling the story for, after leaving T. So like my nose gets so red when I cry. So like for this to happen was shocking for me because it hadn't happened in years. Like since I was a kid, they were gone. My abilities were gone, okay? Anyways, like I said, I just had a night with T. And I wake up the next morning and I literally wake up and I hear, get out now. Leave now and don't look back. Clear. In this ear that it always comes in. Clear, okay? I hear in here and I get ringing in here more than this side, okay? And I hear it and I'm like laying beside this person and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? Like, what, are we about to get robbed? Are they about to run up in the crib right now? Like, what's going on? Like, what is it? Like, why do I gotta leave right now? But I listen to it. I don't play by my intuition. Even when people are like, even when friends were around me when I was younger, I probably said, let's go do something or move somewhere and said no. And they were probably like, what's wrong with this girl? And they didn't realize I was feeling something younger and I was trying to protect all of us. Okay? When I said, nah, don't go to that party, just come here, I was protecting all of us. Okay? And those people would not have understood. Because my younger group, we didn't all talk about it, but I was aware that we were all going through some shit. I could just feel when I was younger, you know? Actually, my abilities stopped after I left my middle school. Now that I think about it. That was like when my abilities stopped. And that was also when I started to get it, because I went to high school and I started to get into my other set of people and they just stopped. And then I almost died and they came back. Anyway, I'm just realizing certain things. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so I hear that. I gotta get up. I gotta get out. And I remember I jumped up. He probably thought I was crazy. I remember I jumped up. And he was like, and I was like, I gotta go. And I just started getting dressed. Like, I gotta go. I had my bag and stuff. I gotta go. I think I even told him, like, you know, I'll see you later. I knew I was not. I apologize for that now as an adult. And I understand certain things that probably was so hurtful for you, T. And I apologize for that. But I had to go. I heard it clear. Time to go. Get out. I had to get away from you for whatever it was. I had to get away from you. Maybe you were up to some shit and I didn't know. But I had to get away from some stuff. Working on my cursing. And I didn't know. But I had to get away. And it's so crazy because I remember remember I told you there was a friend, we were like both dating their brother. I remember that particular friend getting at me about it later. Like, no, that was a really good person. It's like, fool, you need to chill the hell out because you don't know what you're talking about. And I can't really explain to you what's going on because you're not a vibration and understand. Fall back with how you're talking to me right now. Okay? But I didn't get into all of it. I just let her feel like she was telling me something and I stayed quiet. Okay. Anyway, I jump up. I got a cab. I hopped in a cab and paid that fee and cabbed all the way to the next city. Okay. Which was where I was living, or town. It's not really that far. Georgetown. That's where I was living at the time. And I get back home, and I remember getting in there, and I remember, oh no, I missed an important part. So on the way home in the cab, I get a call from my mother, and she's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm heading home right now." And she was like, "Good, because you need to come home." And I was like, "I know. I know." It tripped me out. It tripped me out. I won't get into details, but later on, she had her own experience at the very same time that let her know, you know, I need to come home. At the same time that I was get up and leave. Ain't that crazy? Anyway, I get home, like I said, and me and mommy talk about it a little bit. I tell her, like, listen, I heard I gotta get now, and I did, and I can't go back. I'm not going back to that individual. And it's a little weird because after that we still had to work together at the restaurant and stuff, and it was like awkward, and everybody had their things to say, including my friend who had so much to say about it. She didn't realize how often she would comment, because she'd be like, "That's my friend too." And it's like, okay, but you don't understand and know what you're talking about. And I can't explain it to you or your other friend who was my manager. I can't. Okay? Y'all ain't there to understand or comprehend what I'm gonna explain. Okay? Okay, so somebody, you've had it 111. Damn, this will not go away. Somebody, you are having this experience right now where you lay beside somebody every day, or you kick it with someone every day, and sometimes you're getting woken up with leave, or you're having dreams that are telling you, "Yo, get the frig away from this person." You need to listen to those. Because you want to hear a funny story? T was a dirty, slutty, bossy boss. And I did not know that. And a player. And I did not know that. I found out later, though, with one of my little white brethrens. Not my brethren. But, yeah, like, you need to know certain things, okay? Yeah. He also had a baby moms and everything. And I don't do that baby mom culture. I don't play that. Some men are amazing men, and they just made the mistake of laying down and getting the wrong woman pregnant, and now she's hell for him to pay. But do you really want that to be your hell to pay too? I don't. I keep my energy nice, light, cleansed. I have a good time. I keep myself in a happy space. I remove myself from bad mind situations. Like, I don't care. If I'm in like chats and I see everybody's by low vibration, I'll remove myself. I feel no ways. I don't care how y'all feel. If I am with groups and I feel like, okay, all y'all talk about each other, I'll keep to myself. And don't friend me, I'm not friending you, because y'all ain't friends to each other. Like, I don't play those kinds of things, okay? I don't play that. I lived that life already. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. You don't grow in that environment at all, okay? But yeah, somebody that's happening to you right now and you feel like you're going crazy, or that you're just tripping, or it's all in your head, no, you're being warned. Like, I was warned that day. And I'm so happy I followed that warning, because I would have never grown. I know had I stayed in that relationship, it would have been fuckery. Left, right, up, down, center, everywhere. Foolishness. And the people that were around me would have backed that person. They would have never told me. And I know that. Also, somebody, you have let go of all your friends, and your friends are, or your only friends now are who you are dating. So it's who you're dating's friends. Yeah, you're salt, because no one's ever going to be honest with you, and you will never know the truth, because they're always going to have each other's back over you. Okay? I know I'm being told to tell you that. Okay? Okay. I think this is the last couple of feels here. So, okay, guys. So, as you guys know, I moved into my own spot. It's blank. I'm working on it. Yeah, I got myself a spot and I moved into it, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm loving it, and I feel so free. There's nothing like having your own space, your own peace. I call it Melo's oasis because I'm extra. I absolutely love it. My eyes are itchy now because I cried. I absolutely love it. Anyway, as you guys know, I want to share this with you because I think it's so cool. My lucky number, I have it tatted here. It's also when I had my first experience, my first big spiritual encounter. It's also what I do everything in is in 5s, okay? And guess what floor my place is on? 5th floor. I was like, oh, yes. I was like so excited, right? And then I walked in and it was just everything that I needed. And I was just so happy. And I was like, I know, because you're sick. I know, he's sick. Okay, big dog. Okay, sorry, mom. Okay. So taking this feel, right? Like, how is this possible? So I'm telling you, the reason I'm telling you guys I'm on the 5th floor is I'm on the 5th floor and I'm sleeping and I get woken up, right? And right when I get woken up, I look out and I see this little white pebble hit my window. Okay? And I'm thinking to myself, how is that possible? I'm on the 5th floor. But anyway, I see this little white pebble and it hits the window. Boom. Like someone threw a rock. Boom. Right? And I'm realizing it's somebody that's like throwing a little pebble at my window. And it's so cute. And the first thing I got from it is like puppy love. Somebody is gonna come and like throw a pebble at your window. Boom. Not literally, but just like figuratively, right? Like someone's gonna come like knocking or like come to your window and be like, hey, or like something, right? Like on a puppy love level, okay? But the reason why it is at the 5th floor, this is how I got it. The reason why it's at the 5th floor is because this puppy love is transforming. Not transforming, it has transformed to, I don't know how to say it, doggy love, adult dog love. It's just not puppy love anymore. This is now adult love, okay? It has transformed. And the reason why I'm seeing that little pebble is because the person's gonna come so lighthearted and so like light. And the reason why they're coming light is because they're nervous. 7-Eleven. The reason why they're coming light is because they're nervous, okay? And it's almost, okay, that's how I'm getting it. They know that their puppy love has transformed. And they just don't know if you are still in puppy love stage or if it has also transformed. That's the best way I can explain that. I hope you guys caught that, okay? That's the best way I can explain it. That's how I'm getting told to explain it. They don't know if you have transformed with them. That love has transformed with them, okay? So they're gonna come like, just like throw a pebble like, hey, you there? Oh. This gives me like, okay, so it gives me like Love and Basketball vibes. I was just watching that movie with my clients of the day. He loved it, but yeah, it's kind of like that, okay? Okay, lastly here, somebody you are, well, it's not lastly, but somebody, no, it is. It is. Okay, so somebody you are heavily connected to birds. My hand's getting itchy, I know what that means. Somebody you are heavily connected to birds. Melo is too, I understand. You see them all the time. They confirm things for you all the time. I'm not gonna say that. People are gonna think I'm even more crazy than I am, but yes, they can communicate. Yes. And it's so funny because recently there was a crow. There was 2 crows that kept flying by my building at one point. 2 crows, naughty bird. Anyways, for some it's positive. For me, they're very negative. It just, for me, with the kind of birds that I connect to, they're negative, okay? But most recently, I saw this crow and it was getting run with. It was getting run off by a squad, like a group of these birds, like these light birds, the bird that I'm used to, that I connect with, right outside my window. That thing was flying for its life and the birds were just all squatting up, just squatting up for this crow, okay? And the crow was solo. And it's interesting because I'm used to seeing this crow with a partner, but this crow was solo. It was by itself this time, and they ran up on the crow, okay? And it's so funny because when the crow flew in, they all just kind of circled back and just chill by my window, okay? Right. Ouch. Okay. And the last feel that I got here is celebration, okay? Somebody, you are about to be celebrating. I saw it. I saw the people clanking their champagne glasses. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody's like, ding, ding. They're all cheersing, right? And they're celebrating something. I don't know what it is. I couldn't see it, but 2020, okay. But they're celebrating. It's a joyous occasion. It is very happy. It is very light. Everybody's feeling good. You see how it's done cleansing? Y'all keep thinking I'm crazy. Anyway, yeah, they're all cheersing and they're happy and they're excited and there's dancing and there's food and people are clanking, yay, and they're all having a good time and everybody's so happy. But there's two people that their hands were in the middle of the clank. So everybody's around them clanking, but they're two, okay. It's like this, everybody's up here and they're all clanking. This is the community clanking theirs, but then there's only two hands underneath and they're clanking their two glasses separate. But everybody's cheersing together. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, somebody you're gonna be celebrating very soon. Something very, very good, very sweet, very happy. It's gonna be a good time. Everybody's gonna be enjoying themselves. It's gonna be so good, okay? I'm gonna go, y'all. It's literally been an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like I did my due diligence. Thank you. I'm awake now, so I'm gonna start my day. And yeah, guys, take from it what you're supposed to, whoever it's for. I gave you guys a few personal experiences and a good amount of personal stories, and they're either for you to relate to or something, or it's clearing something for someone or something. I don't know. All right. I always tell you guys two things, and that is spread love and always keep it raw. This was your girl Melo from Raw Talk with Melo, and this was Feels. Bye.